Hey everybody, welcome to HBCU Original. This is Vince with co-host JL.WILLIAMS. Today we have a special guest, Travis L. Smith Sr.
Yes,
from
sir.
the HOPP program. Welcome.
Well, hello. Good
Travis,
to
how
be
you
here. Good
doing,
to see
man?
you guys. I'm all as well, one day at a time. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm fantastic. Hey, Travis, I've been waiting for this moment, man. I've been wanting to get with you because I know you do a lot of stuff, but I had no idea that you did this. I didn't know you did this.
God,
Um, and
yeah.
I remember you and Evan working together on the sitcom and all that kind of stuff. And I know you was helping him out with that. But I never knew that you were doing the things you're doing, serving people in this capacity, feeding people, and I saw the different sites and all that. I'm like, yo, and I know you go hard in the paint. Ain't no doubt about it. I know you do some really great things, but I want to hear more about how did this get started, man? Because I remember us with your mom and dad, and me doing stuff with SeaTac and all that. And I just never knew a lot of stuff that you did. I knew you were orchestrator behind the scenes and putting stuff together, but I didn't know all this, man. You going hard in the paint, man, and I want to hear all about it. Talk to us, man.
So I'm still behind the scenes, but they pushed me to the front for this a little bit. so
that's
so
right.
really,
That's right.
The HOPP stands for the Harvest Outreach People's Project. And the concept came about maybe about 2.5, 3 years ago. There was about four pastors plus myself. I'm not a pastor, but the whole premise was to leverage the real estate of the United Methodist churches, because a lot do a lot of work in that space heavy since Little with Russell delegation. So really the whole premise of the HOPP was, let's look at utilizing the church's real estate as a place to create an opportunity for people to come to, not just Sunday morning worship, but on a consistent, regular basis. We pick the 4 Fridays. So on the 4th Friday of every month, we do a food distribution that right now occurs amongst 13 churches, 13 locations, rather. 11 are churches.
Wow.
2 are nonprofit organizations. But the whole premise was not about food. Really, food is the byproduct. The whole mission is connecting people from place to place. Food, social services, health, and so since the United Methodist Church for Delaware, we have about 100 churches in Delaware. There's about 400 churches through the Peninsula, Delaware area, but there's 1,000 from the state. So the whole premise was to build a model where we can leverage real estate of the churches so that we can create them, which is Friday. And then what happens is that Friday, there may be nonprofit organizations that come and serve their service to the community. So while the person's coming to get a bag of food, it may be Christian Care has been there. There's been Friendship House has been there. There's been Attack Delaware. So in essence, one of those locations from Delaware right now is from Wilmington to Middletown. There's about 11 locations from Wilmington. The newest location is actually the Urban Artists Exchange in the city of Wilmington, right there on where the old police stable was in Wilmington. But there's several locations. City of Wilmington, there's 4 different churches. So on the screen now, there's several different locations that we work out of. But the whole premise is we create an opportunity so that people can come together, and we do that on a Wednesday before the 4th Friday. So every Wednesday before the 4th Friday, we do what's called a pack and pray. And that's where now about 200 people come together to put the bags for the community. And the inside the bag, nonprofit organizations actually place their material within the bag that they want to supply out to the community, or they can come out to the location on a Friday and be part of the distribution with the servant leaders in the community right on that Friday. So really, it's not about a person or an individual or a particular church or a particular entity or somebody it's not. There's no front person. Really, the front person is the people who need a service. So the whole premise: can we utilize the real estate to create a repetition of something the rhythm, something we can keep that, I know that on the fourth Friday I can get a bag of food, but I might get my screening or registration for the mammogram or registration for talk to someone because I'm going through an addiction. So really the whole premise was, let's create a vehicle so that individuals can disconnect. So there's no particular person, whomever.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a nonprofit and you want to be a part, then just give a call to us at the HOPP. We'll talk about different avenues to get to the community, and that's really all it's about, just connecting people from place to place. So the website is right at the bottom, right? It's the HOPP.org, THE-HOPP.org. And then the number is 888-323-4677, 888-323-HOPP. But the whole premise is just all of us coming together. Nonprofits. There are 20. There's 20 United Methodist churches, but there are 9 other churches. So that's not about this one church or another. We just use that way to get it started. The whole premise is at some point we'll be going through the whole state of Delaware, that we can have olive branch is the food. That's the olive branch. But really it's about the service. So a lot of things, a lot of services that people do, a lot of nonprofit, a lot of great work that people have done for years, prior to any of us, before we were born.
Mm-hmm.
So really all we're doing is really providing a connection so that whomever's out there that is a nonprofit organization and they want to be a part, then they just basically come and partner with us. And each month, those locations are always there.
Oh man, I love it, man. That is really nice because, and when I think about your history of, your mom and dad, you come from that giving, that benevolence, kind of approach to really helping people. And so it's in your blood to do this. It's just, this is such a really innovative thing where it really is able to incorporate the body of Christ. And so the body of Christ is able to come together along with, you have the other pieces of socialism, in the sense of you have the nonprofits and you have all these other entities are able to come in and contribute. So it's really, what I like about it's such a great community effort, where that organization can still play a part in this and being able to drop something in the bag, something of significance that can really help somebody else. Man, that's a very innovative approach to evangelism, going ye therefore into all the world. And so that is a really major piece. So, hey, listen, you guys that are looking at this, you need to grab hold to it. The next thing that they're doing is going to be in April the 24th from 9 to 12. HOPP, HOPP, baby. I love it, man. It's really awesome. Every fourth Friday, and you need to be a part of this. Get in where you fit in. I think it's a great approach.
Also, Travis, question too.
I'm on the HBCU show, but I'm not HBCU. But I have our newest partner.
Yeah.
Which is.
But more importantly, how can the youth, and we're a small community as far as HBCU might be concerned. How can the youth from the college campuses help your program? How can they be a part of your program? How can they get in touch with you? We have some students who are actually in that field of agriculture, like Dell State and Cheney University. How can they get in touch with you?
And that's tied to one of our newest partners is the Farmers Association, which is based out of the Delaware State. So in essence, that's one of the new partners that we're tied into now. And because of what we're doing with the HOPP, it's part of the ag space. Everything we receive is from farms. And right now what we've done is we've made sure that our bags are produce, our bags are vegetables. So what happens is when the food is packed on that Wednesday, we intentionally do the base. We do the veggies. So they might get a 5-pound potatoes and a head of lettuce, some tomatoes, and also, and these aren't just bags. We said we want to do a bag that we would eat. So we make sure we curate, and we pick and say, hey, no, we're not going to do that. We don't, not for our bags. We're going to make sure that we have a good base. And then what happens is each of the locations, they take the bag and they say, hey, we're going to add something to it based on what we know our community needs there are.
Wow.
So we have pastors that have added feminine products. Some pastors have added chicken. Mount Joy last month they added chicken in their bag. So it's based on what the church, what they've
with the church
from the community.
Yes.
Right. That means we're just providing the base. So what happens is on that Wednesday, we have young adults, college age students come and volunteer time and services at the Pack and Pray, which is in Asbury, Newcastle, 300 East Basin Road. Pastor Tracy's there. So they may come to that location. Some may be in Wilmington at Arise with Pastor Turan. So some may be in South Bridge with Pastor Probably Powell. Some may be. So it's really about based on where you are. We've done what's called a bulk drop. So periodically we have a partner called Society of St. Andrews, and what they do is they'll supply us. We'll get a boatload of glean. It's gleaning. They glean from the farms, biblical, right? So they glean from the farms and they'll supply it to someone that can get it out to the community. So we've had 20,000 apples. We put anywhere 1,000 watermelons.
Wow.
10,000 melons. Those actually went through Dover locations. So they went through Dover sites, and that's when we started stretched down to to Lower Delaware. But again, so for the college students, they can come be a part. They can give a call, 888-323 the HOPP 4677, and we can have it where they come up, on a particular day to be part of the Pack and Pray. Or there may be locations that we can tie into. There's a few churches down Dover that want to be involved in the Pack and Pray. So the whole essence is this is the model of it. And what we're doing is we've already acquired 2 acres of land over on Governor Prince, which is by where the old Jack in the Box used to be. Coach probably right. So
no doubt.
30th Street, with 2 acres of land in front of Sojourner's place.
Yeah, in front of Sojourner's. Yeah,
we're going to build a. Yes, that land was acquired by the United Methodist Church, and for HOPP to build the HOPP Resource Center at that location. We're going to build 2 buildings. The plan is one building where we can do our build of shipping containers, trying to get renewable energy products. So the shipping containers, one will be for us to pack, and one also will be for Aquaponics, one of our partners, Matt Williams with Oscar's Connection. And then there'll be a place for people to buy fresh veggies right from the location, like a discount marketplace for them to come to. So that'll be at that 330 East 30th Street location. For that particular place, we're working on we're in a fundraising in the process right now. Look, I'm going over my words. But in our fundraising effort, we're working to bring in $330,000 in this next 6-month window. So we have a bunch of campaigns going on. So go to the site. The HOPP.org, THEHOPP.org, and look up. We have $1 to $100,000 to support this initiative. So we have some guys that are working. We've had volunteers coming that are kids that come out and pack. When you go to the site, you'll see there's people that are packing that are from all ages, all ethnicities. So the whole, and we also have for-profit. Chef Dana's come out there. Chef Dana's come out and packed with us. And some other for-profit organizations are coming back. So the whole premise is about people. So right now you see the location that we're going to build over there on 300 East 30th Street. And the premise is to build a state-of-the-art facility we'll build for our packing, in addition to another location, which will be our hydroponics area. And then also there'll be a small place for people to come in to purchase budget produce. So we're excited about it. All the folks that are tied in are based in the church, but then other churches that are tied in. We're excited about the initiative. We're excited about the partnership. It gets us beyond our walls. There's so many boundaries we put in place. We put boundaries, walls in place so that we can't work with each other. This is not about that. This is about every person, every walk of life, every denomination, every person, non-denomination, whomever. You love people, come out. And let's really serve the community. And it's not about just food, but it's about the partners. So we're going to come out and partner with us so we can make sure on a regular basis, once a month, they don't have to find you. They don't have to go take their time. And I only have an hour. So if I get a bag of food and I can talk to someone, register for something else at the same time, then my time is used wisely. What we want to do is really support anyone that that needs it. It's not, again, it's not about class.
Mm-hmm.
It's really about if you need support for the month. Not going to be There's no ID, there's no registration. You just come and grab a bag at one of the locations, and that's it. So really no false intention. It's all the purpose of being open and allowing God to use us to make an impact on the community.
Man, that's beautiful, man.
We definitely want to help you any way possible that we can help, whether it's via weekly or a monthly, conversation. Every Sunday, we do this program. So you let us know how me or Coach JL can help you, and we can go forward. So
yeah, man, because I think it's such an extraordinary effort. It's really good.
I want to go back and take a look at that state-of-the-art facility, because I think
that's hot right there. I love that.
We definitely will. We want to get this thing out there to the public. And let me ask you a question. So the funding for this project, do you need community funding? Do you need us to help fundraise? How is this project going to be, built, or how has it been funded, rather?
So we received initial support from Longwood Foundations, and received the grant from them. We also received the grant from a few other United Methodist churches, Richardson Park, and a couple of other churches. But what we're doing is working to make sure that once we put the building up, we have enough resources that we can carry forward. So right now, that's why we're in this $330,000 campaign, working on fundraising opportunities. We're using what's mural art. So we want to align the building with art, so that there are murals that'll be, so if someone makes like for example, Richardson Park made $100,000 contribution. There'll be a mural, an art drawn mural on the building to represent their contribution. Not a placard that says Richardson Park. It's going to be a mural that really is inspiring, and not just the building that's sitting there. So we're going to have opportunities for murals on the outside of the building, also inside, also banners that can hang. And they range from 5,000 to 100,000. But also we're going to create what's called we go to Hollywood, you can see the Walk of Fame with the stars, right? Well, we have a Walk of Fame with people who are into mission work. So we're gonna have 1,000 what we call a mission walk. So there'll be stars with the person's name or organization for $1,000 to have a star, and we call our mission Walk of Fame. Because a lot of times this type of work is not celebrated like it should be, and most people don't. They don't want the hype, But sometimes we need to celebrate. This is no doubt. We thank you for what you're doing, your contribution, and want to show other people that this is what we should be doing. So we have several opportunities to support our fundraising efforts. If you go to HOPP.org, you'll see fundraising. You'll see the fundraising option, but also see a link for naming opportunities. So click on that, and list there naming opportunities that are available. So we are definitely looking for need the support of the community as we move into our plan is to have our building up before we go into 2025. But this is our goal is to really make sure we do our fundraising piece within the next 3 to 6 month window. And that's what we're in right now.
Oh yeah, man. Just let us know how we can play a part in it. We'd love to have you on. I remember there was a fundraiser that was done. I love the way it was done. And I think your mom and dad, they helped with that whole process. I think they gave Norman Oliver some time, and they had, I don't know if you remember, they had Yuki Washington was there. It was years ago. And it was a fundraiser that was going on. And I think it gained a lot of traction because something like this, like doing something in the community. I envision churches looking similar to something like this because it's evangelistic, it's giving, it's benevolent. And I wanted to ask you, where there be a place within there where you guys will have a multi-purpose kind of area where you may be able to have a service or something like that?
There'll be a place. Actually, there's going to be the rooftop is going to be available for organizations, nonprofit who might rent or use space to do that. There'll be a space inside because the building you see there, there'll be 2 of those, the same type of structure. So there'll be one will be hydroponics, aquaponics kind of feel. So that'll be two of these buildings that we're looking at, and one will be more for the packing and assembly and putting together. And then, but in that space, there'll be some space upstairs for meeting space to be utilized by the community.
Yeah.
The office. But in the second building, there'll be a hydroponics facility in addition to some additional space for the community to be utilized. So there's going to be meeting space available. There's also going to be this. And the intent is to really use it for green food, teaching, or training ground for anything dealing with energy. There'll be solar on the rooftop. So everything else also water conservation within the project. So we're building this out to be a true green energy project, so that we can utilize this as design. Let me say this here: the designer of this building, we have two folks on our team. Folks in the community of Delaware know Mr. Desmond Baker. He's one of the architects who's working on our city of it. But then the young lady who designed the building and is heavy on container construction. Her name is Queen Cora Coleman. She's actually the drummer for Prince, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, you name it. But she came from a lineage of real estate. Her parents. Yeah. So she said while she's on the road playing for Beyonce, she would go in the corner and do some sketches. You know, so she has a bit. And she's HBCU. She's Howard University. But she's the one that
wow. We got hey. We love to interview your whole squad. Like, you know, because I think it's really necessary, because I want to get the hearts and minds of people around this whole project, because it is so necessary for our community. Because for me, I always envision church looking like this. It looks like this. It looks like us giving. It looks like us educating, empowering, and then we're all inclusive. It's not where it's us against you, or it's all inclusive. So if your church wants to participate in it, they can. And I love that. I love that, man. That's a great idea that God has given you, man. I love it, man. It's beautiful, man. I love it. I really do.
I'm just part of the team. You know, I'm just part of the team that came and put together the concept, and we worked together and kind of built it here. You know, and just, I'm just happen to be the one that's on the mic right now. but just excited about the opportunity and really about the change in the narrative. You know, because it takes us. It takes all of us to do this.
It takes all.
We shouldn't have the food desert. We shouldn't have the disparity we have. If we just
our kids need to see it.
Help people.
Definitely,
they need to see it.
Do you have any youth? Do you have any youth in the program?
Yeah, no. On the site, they'll see volunteers of kids that have come. You know, during spring breaks, summer breaks. You know, they come and pack. You know, or some will come to the church site locations and volunteer and put out the bags of food. Or, you know, again, it's not about just the bags of food. There may be volunteers. So maybe there's other nonprofits that have a big chunk of youth that want to come and make sure that they have them come and participate at any one of the 12 locations. They can, you know, there's no one's restricting anybody. You know, they want to be at the UAE with Pastor Tish, or they want to be in down Middletown with Newark. We're gonna be out there with the Lions Club that's doing at the Western on the, you know, so there's no click. Reverend Harmer would say no pick or click. So,
I like that.
Really, this is not about one person. It's about you know, we have to make a difference. You know?
No doubt.
People done a lot, you know, but because of that we have now, you know, we have to really figure out how we're going to take those and really combine them. All people are doing so much great work. This, you know, this is one opportunity to combine those efforts together and champion everybody. You know, everybody's doing such great work that at least when they come together on the 4 Fridays, you know, the bag should be full of material. We want the bags full of, it might have residues in it, but it has material from different nonprofits. So we want to make sure the word gets out as to what everyone is doing to heal the land. We're all working on healing the land. We have one common goal. We're just trying to heal the land, and we're working together to do that. So all of us, not one of us.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
People from place to place.
That this will, we appreciate you coming on, Travis, today for our Sunday edition. Once again, the HOPP, you can go to www.thehopp.org. The number again, Travis, is 888-323 HOPP or 4677.
4677.
Also, you can also reach Travis. Are you on guys on Instagram and Facebook?
You can go to Facebook right there. You can go send a message, send a message. And we have people who needed support. They send a message, and we'll get back to you or give a call. So if you're not sure what the great thing about it is because of the partnerships. Even though we're not distributing every week or every day, give a call, because we've been fortunate to be able to direct somebody somewhere else and say, hey, this place has food, this place has shelter. So really the goal it's not about us. It's really being a connection to where people can go in the community to get a service or get support.
Yeah, this is good.
JL, get some last minute close out.
Hey man, listen, this is really awesome that this brother Travis as God has given him, and I want everybody that can really support this effort, because it's a selfless effort, and I think so many people can benefit from it. So please let's wrap our arms around this particular project as we as a community take responsibility to see it grow, to see it develop, and put our hands in it. And all the nonprofits, those of you that are watching this that are from a nonprofit or any organization that you feel like that you can contribute to this effort, please don't hesitate. Give my brother a call and listen. We listen. We're really excited and we're privileged that you came here, man, today. So this was a really true blessing. So thank you so much for all you're doing. And if there's anything that we can do, we definitely want to lock arms with you and make this thing happen.
And I definitely want to thank you guys for having me today and for this contribution, as we start along the path. So thank you very much.
Thank you again, Travis.